There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Set, ready.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Come on, set. Set.
Play action, it's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On the set.
On second down, here's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. But Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game, able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 16.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Here's second and 10.
Ready.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
On third down, Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, and that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Taylor. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Returnable for Lockett. Able to power through. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kanoa. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I'm never giving up credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The Packers at 4-8 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Taylor.
That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him get one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Viking 7, Packers 3.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Love from the gun. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
No way, you're kidding me.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Here's Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Taylor's throw pulled in by Jefferson. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that thrower partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
An inside give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Love now.
Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets all done on this drive.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Love looking to throw it. He'll find Jones again, complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
They'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Love now to pass on first down. He's got the hook up with Downs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
First down, Love to pass. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Love to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. after the sack. It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Taylor.
Pass complete to Addison.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Lockett, the man in motion. Taylor will throw again. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And there's a good opportunity to just run around there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Taylor.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been
nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Love. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's Lockett. Fighting down past the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Play action, it's Taylor. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
3rd down and 13.
Now it's Taylor. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Throw left side to start the drive is complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Up the middle, Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, it's Taylor. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Taylor.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Vikings 36-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. That's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 36 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game,
You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Taylor. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now Taylor. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Now Taylor. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So making 2 missed field goals for him now. I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there on that play. I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play,
Use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Love now. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st down, they'll run with the Ogu. And, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's not 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For the Packers field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Taylor. This complete to Lockett. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Now Taylor. That's caught by Addison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down.
Lucas Van Ness in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Taylor.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Would be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off.
but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Still. Just still. Do it again. Ready?
Here's Taylor. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. Here's second down. Now Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
Think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting